is all about my happiness. What if the tears I try to hide became a healing spring of life? What if feeling afraid of the dark fades in the blazing glory of my heart? What could I see through the eyes of spirit here as me? What if the universe is all about your happiness? What if the tears you try to hide become a healing spring of life? What if feeling afraid of the dark fades in the blazing glory of your heart? What if it's true? Would you open the treasure of you? Ah, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. This blessed universe, it's all about our happiness. And every tear we try to hide becomes a healing spring of life. And feeling afraid of the dark fades in the blazing glory of our hearts. It's what we see when we live awake inside the dream. Oh, awake inside the dream. Oh, awake inside the dream. What if it's all about our happiness? What if we have a spring of life inside? What if Spirit's calling you and me to be awake inside the dream? Yes, we can be awake inside the dream. Being awake inside the dream. Yes. And here we are awake together and awakening. Just want to give gratitude for each one present and how you are present in this sacred space in the next 45 minutes that we'll share together as an opportunity to be with family. And is there a way to see the screen? Just want to welcome our friends. Oh, there's the back of my head. Welcome, Janet, Carol, Audrey, Carter, and big gratitude to Diana at the helm of the technology. Thank you, Diana, our earth angel. So why are we here? We call this time One Awakening, touching base with beingness. And the very title of this time makes our mind just kind of have a big question mark, and that's okay, because we're welcoming our mind in the circle and telling our minds it's okay to relax, because we are here in our whole beings. And we are here to let the mind have a retreat and feel into our bodies. And I am sharing not as an expert, but as one who really needs this. So thank you that we can just be together in our beingness. And just realize that it's not what we know, it's who we are. And what's in us. This is not a time of teaching. It is a time of realizing that connection that we have with awakening. I want to invite you to really gently feel what goes on quietly in your body in the next 45 minutes or so, 40 minutes. I will hold this space, honoring and respecting and welcoming each of you, and on the Zoom as well. Inviting you to just be. It's totally be. We're going to have some repetition with a particular song called One Awakening. And I invite you to let your mind open to your body so you can hear the meaning with your body of this song. We're going to be exploring what beingness feels like. And I'll do my best to keep it simple. Let's start with just listening to this song. And however feels comfortable for you, see how your body is hearing this song. What part kind of opens? What might be a little constrictive? You know, if there's a word that either opens or tightens in the lines. And breathe into the words, the lines in the song, however you'd like. And sometimes we can easily stop breathing, or we breathe really shallowly. I invite you to breathe deeply. And know that where this song came from, we're all there. We're all connected there. Now breathe into that place. Thank you, Diana.
One awakening in the silence unfolding. One awakening as awareness is growing. Opened by a broken heart, my eyes can finally see. One awakening, I'm one awakening and free. One awakening from a dream I'm forgetting. One awakening in a sunrise of blessing, streaming through a ray of truth to healing in my soul. One awakening, I'm one awakening
Keep that deep breath moving in your body. And all the life that you may have felt in what this song expresses, just breathe that totally in. And as we breathe in, take a little pause for an extra little soak. And exhaling, a total release in gratitude for the gift. And it's hard to take a pause at the end of our exhales, because we feel like we have nothing left and maybe we'll die. But let's do it anyway. At the end of our deep, total breathing out, let's pause and be held. Be held in the one who's brought us forth from heaven and of the earth. And let's breathe in and let's take that gift of air, that breath, that life, all the way through, down into our hearts, down into our hips, into our legs, and hold us up so well. All the way to our feet. And with our feet, let's say thank you to the earth, holding us in these chairs. And from the earth, let us receive the gift, that earthly gift of all things good in this life, as these people beings that we are. And drawing up that richness, that fertileness for more life, to become even brighter and brighter in our being, in our expression of this life that we are, all the way back into our bodies. And if we notice any stiffness, any tightness, anything in our bodies that is making its presence known, that it could use a little TLC, a little attention, as we stop there, just give that part of us a little extra hug. Thank you. And we let that part of us know, and any parts that are hurting, that we're here to hear and listen, to become more aware. Whatever is speaking to us, that we can extend our love there even more. And that beautiful life, we circulate that into all the parts of our body. We welcome every part to be present as part of us. We're all together. We're all connected. We're all so grateful we could totally be here. Just welcoming into our hearts the opening that is so warming and healing into our throats to express even more the wonderfulness that is present here as us. And our eyes to open to see with even more clarity why we are here now, how we are here, all that is here with us, loving and being loved. And all that we find present, we open in gratitude to the source, to the mystery, to the all in all, present here as each of us. We honor this presence. And we are opening, awakening to the blessing that is ours to live, ours to be. It is who we are. We open to the deepening of this truth. We're so grateful for the welcome that we're receiving to come even more into the I am that we are. And with this breath, we breathe in the brightness, the grace, the love. And we extend with our exhale a full gratitude. Thank you. Yes. Mm. So continue this tuning into your whole being in your body. And we're going to sing the first verse of this One Awakening song together. I'm going to play it on the guitar. And we're kind of just going to be in our own flow here. And as we sing this verse, and we're going to have the words up on the screen if you'd like them, and if you don't want to open your eyes, that's fine. But if you'd like the words, they're there. And we're going to awaken our voices a little bit. I don't know if you ever do this, but I hum a lot, and not like, the humming that you hear on the radio or something. I resonate with my breath, and somehow that helps me. And I don't know if you ever do that or not, but let's just try that before we sing. Just take a breath, and it doesn't matter if it's a sound or a tone or whatever, but see how quiet you can resonate a sound. It might start in your throat, like and let's, as you feel that sound, just notice where it is resonating. And open your mouth just a little and see if you can expand that more and more into your chest. try going a little deeper maybe and see how that expands. Even down into your stomach. It's kind of like an orchestra tuning up. You got to include the bassoons. One more breath. Nice. So I invite you to sing if you'd like, listen if you'd like, and notice the essence of the words, where they're coming from, and how they resonate with you in your body. One awakening in the silence unfolding. One awakening as awareness is growing. Opened by a broken heart, my eyes can finally see. One awakening, I'm one awakening and free. Let's do that again. One awakening in the silence unfolding. One awakening as awareness is growing. Opened by a broken heart, my eyes can finally see. One awakening, I'm one awakening and free. Let's do the last line. I'm one awakening, I'm one awakening and free. Would anybody like to share where they are feeling any particular part or word in this song? How is that resonating with you? Just very briefly. And if on the Zoom, feel free to raise your hand. I can see you now. Free. And resonates how? Mm. Mm. Resonating, free, being free and awakening, resonating as one and the same. Is that in your whole body? Feeling that? Mm-hmm. Your heart. Mm. Yes. Your chest. A lower chest. Mm. It tickles. It's funny, I kind of feel that too, a little. Yes. I think that might be kind of, I'll try to reiterate what they say because it's too clunky, I think. Oh, the other mic. Oh, if there's another mic, sure. Yes. Um, yes. Free. How does that word itself? I'm one awakening and free. Mm. Oh, Shirley. There we go.
before the song started, I got an attack of heartburn that was really intense. But this song, and especially Awakening and Free, it would just melted away.
Oh,
It's like,
good.
thank you.
Good. Did the heartburn happen before the song started or okay.
It was before the song started, whatever we were doing back before then. And it was like, oh dear, I'm at church. What do we do? I really hurt right here. And thank you for doing that last song because it just, whew, it just
Oh,
went
beautiful.
away.
You know, it's interesting to notice, and you know, the first song that I shared, "What If," is a question, and I'm learning to ask more questions, actually, and to have a deeper inquiry to things, and it's been brought into my consciousness recently to be more aware of that conscious awareness that is the all in all, as who I am. And my mind does not say, right, next. You know, my mind is totally baffled by that. That there is a truth there that I keep coming back to. And the reason I'm saying that is because that consciousness, that awareness, speaks in so many ways besides English, right? Yeah. And I get so involved and busy in my head that I often don't really notice what's going on. Or I don't ask, you know, oh, what are you saying? You know, just like I know there's a lot of teachers who say, okay, well, you know, if your left knee hurts, then check this out. You know, could mean this. Your left knee is trying to tell you this. So really encourage all of us, any sensations that we're experiencing, to inquire, right? Just ask and know that it's not our head that wants to figure it out. You know, this mystery of interconnection that we are, and that breathes us, and that lives and moves and has our being in us, as us, and all around us. There's some meaning that we might be ready to not learn, but come into remembering in some very deep and profound way, and joyful way. I find the free word is really joyful, yeah, and bubbly. And we're gonna actually, if we have time, oh, good, one sec.
You see me flying around the ceiling and everywhere and running around because I'm all over the place all the time in my brain, and I'm always, and
Yeah.
when I'm in a place like in a sacred circle like this, I do start to calm down
Uh-huh.
and feel.
Mm.
But just sharing that because part of me is like, woo, the place all the time.
So Deborah's saying that part of her is very flying around a lot.
Well, my
That
mind
your
is
mind,
is
yes.
I'm sitting
Thank
right
you.
here. That's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying you see me up on the ceiling
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
for me to bring it in and then be in that space, which is consciously
Yes.
acting as opposed to unconsciously reacting
Yes.
to my environment and being with intent and being aware and mindful. It's
Mm.
really hard for me not to just fly back out on top of the
Mm-hmm.
mountains and into the future as opposed to being grounded and relating to the universe and my world.
Mm. Well, and you made Deborah's talking about part of herself being very all over the place. She's a very glittery, glistening person, and this awareness that, for sure, whether we call that our personality or how we're put together, for sure we have all these different aspects and parts of ourselves. And when we come back and we lasso everybody together and we all come into the awareness together, something very special and sacred happens. Yeah, and that is the intent for this time. Yeah. Yes, Vic. Yes.
It was a wonderful thing. And we all were giving, and right away all came together on the same note.
Ah,
Wonderful,
thank you.
wonderful thing.
What's that? I can't remember. Yeah. But, breathing is such a sacred gift. And for me, humming is a gift. And it's a protector. Sometimes it's kind of rude, but when people are like barfing these horrible things towards me, I find that if I, extend them love, because of course they need it, they need to connect with that. But yet I don't want to take in the negative energy. I will hum. And I try to do it very quietly, but somehow it just helps me remember who I am, truly. And I'm not the person that they're trying to, drive into the dirt or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, another tangent, another time. But who felt, maybe it was like around the third or the fourth breath or so, there was a under hum that happened that kind of held us. Yeah. Mhm. 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 There was a blend. I would call that coalescing. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of words. Isn't it a wonderful reminder, having experienced that when we see Tesla's phrase, it's all frequency, it's all vibration, like our head says, oh yes, but when we feel the vibration in moments like that, we get that fact in a truer way. Yeah. And the Centers for Spiritual Living at large, and I think all kinds of spiritual and churches and things, everybody's kind of riding the same wave, if they choose to, that it's this experiential knowing that is where it's at right now. It's why we're here now, to know in not the heady way, although the head definitely is appreciated, but in a more total way, which includes our bodies. Yeah. And not our bodies because, like, it's so shallow that it's a physical thing. No, our bodies are so wise, so wise. And there is a mystery of being in the body and a miracle that we are invited to constantly to experience, to drop in and listen. Let's do the second verse. See what happens. So the first verse started in the silence. And I want to say that in the silence, part of us maybe might say, "Oh, I'm too busy to be quiet," or silence is scary. There's something very scary about silence. But there are references that great poets and teachers have made to silence. I just found one on the way here by Kabir, who says, the poet, listen to the secret sound, the real sound, which is inside you. And then we were so blessed a few weeks ago to be with people at a retreat in Oregon with Gangaji. And in one of her books, and of course, all these things come to us so synchronously, don't they? You know, I was thinking about, today, and I opened this book the other night, and here's what it said. To open your mind to the silence that is the source of your mind, the silence that is the source of your mind, is to open to your true self. Conscious silence is already open. You are already open. And then in this first verse too, opened by a broken heart. Gangaji also says, it's right on the same page, let the heart break, for your breaking heart only reveals a core of love unbroken. Let your heart break, for your breaking heart only reveals a core of love unbroken. Here we go. One awakening from a dream I'm forgetting. One awakening in a sunrise of blessing, streaming through a ray of truth to healing in my soul. One awakening, I'm one awakening and whole. One awakening from a dream I'm forgetting. One awakening in a sunrise of blessing, streaming through a ray of truth to healing in my soul. One awakening, I'm one awakening and whole. Any words? Any things that your body is saying?
Turn of phrase, sunrise of blessing, just that resonates so deeply, and I feel it in the soles of my feet. Beautiful.
Feeling the sunrise of blessing in the soles of the feet. How powerful is a sunrise? Awakening can feel very scary. We know what we're awakening from. What are we awakening to? And what are we awakening in? We're awakening to a sunrise, in a sunrise of blessing. Yeah. We love waking up with seeing the sunrise. It just sets the color for the whole day. This beautiful sunrise, yes. And in that sunrise, so many rays, we can't even see each ray, but we are one of those rays. And there is a truth, an aspect of truth that is coming through that sunrise just for us, just for us, streaming through a ray of truth to healing. And it's reminding us we are healing and we are already healed. We are whole and we are awakening into our wholeness. There is a word in the book of Psalms that's Selah. Pause and think calmly on that. Selah.
I always find that word whole to be kind of interesting because I sort of understand what whole means and what wholeness means. You know,
What does your body say?
I like that. I feel good when I hear that word, but I can't really visualize what wholeness is. I mean, I know what a whole orange is. I know what a, you know, but what does wholeness mean spiritually? I can't really put that into words very well, but I know that I feel good from that word.
As you're talking, I'm thinking about what Subra said about free, that his total being was feeling free. And there are, I find I need to ask, help me understand. And if something is kind of just like, I just don't get that. It's like, it's silly. I mean, I'm doing this for years, but when I just say, help me understand, it's like before I even come to the end of understand, something has shifted. And I may not understand it in my brain, but my state of being is different when I ask for the understanding than before. Yeah. Shall we go to number 3? Anybody else on number 2? Okay. One awakening into light beyond measure. One awakening with creation together. Now beholding nothing, being infinitely all. One awakening, I'm one awakening as love. One awakening into light beyond measure. One awakening with creation together. Now beholding nothing, being infinitely all. One awakening, I'm one awakening as love. Awakening as love. Yes, Penny.
I loved the first one. I can't remember what it was. Light.
Light.
She should leave the words up. Yeah, light without
Light beyond measure.
beyond measure, and that just feels to me what the universe feels like, and God's love, and just beyond measure. You know, that feels wonderful. To light beyond measure.
And in your physical self,
I don't feel, I was having a neck ache, which I had 3 whiplashes. But right now, I just feel really calm, and my whole body just feels really peaceful and open. And I don't feel any restraints anywhere. So it is that, beyond measure,
Yes. Thank
just
you.
open.
Mm.
Oh, wait, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I really love the creation, the
Mhm.
part with creation together. Um, it was interesting because when we were doing the meditation, I was like seeing a bee flying, and like it was like getting into like a flower, and then eating the sugar, and then
Yes.
going into like making honey, and then I saw honey flowing, and I was like, why am I like, why am I seeing this? And I just felt like the presence of God there and of creation, and how everything is like connected, and like the magnificence of creation itself. So when I saw that word, I was just like, oh, it just makes sense. Like everything is connected, and everything has like a purpose. So I
Yes.
just felt like we don't have to do it alone. Like we could do it together, even with like a bee and
Yes.
the honey.
Yes. And was there anything, any sensation in your body that went with that?
Yeah, like I feel really excited, like joyful, like a little child. I've been feeling this in the past. It's like kind of like off and on, but today I really feel that way.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, the recording, which I have to offer extra thanks to Suba for the recording, but at the beginning, there there is this effervescence in the beginning of the recording. And that when I finally found the sounds, I'm like, that's it. And that's what your words remind me of is just this. And when the bees wake up in the morning, and they hum, and the flowers open to the sun, and all of creation is together welcoming the bees, and it's a beautiful, and yeah, I'll share more with you later. That was very personal and affirming. Thank you.
I had several of those ones that we just sang that were so interesting. The second one is one awakening with creation together, and that's why I like to be here at the center with everybody, because here we are, and we're sharing what we're feeling, and maybe other people are feeling the same thing. Who knows? But it's different than being on Zoom. You don't feel that togetherness quite so much. And then when I'm here together and seeing everybody and just being happy to be here with everybody, that makes so much more of an impression on me for attending the service. And then the next line is interesting. Now beholding nothing, being infinitely all. It's like, to me, just the littlest thing that doesn't really mean anything, but it's part of the big picture of who we are, where we are, what we're going through. I thought that was pretty neat that you said nothing is all. And then I'm awakening as love, which we all are. And that's what we want to be. All the time. It's not quite possible for human beings, but anyway, that's what we want to be. We want to be love.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
And is there any part of your body that just feels especially lit up when you talk about that?
Yeah, I just feel so happy and loving, and just like I'm where I'm supposed to be. Yeah.
I mean, when you just said that, my solar plexus went, ooh.
I think mine did too.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to share? Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. Really beautiful song. I can tell comes from a deep place, and because it comes from a deep place, it kind of hits a deep place. And for me, the light, again, the light beyond measure, deeply resonated with me. And
I think you're right the first time. That
oh yeah,
it,
yeah.
it resonated you.
Yeah, it resonated me. It did, and I felt almost like emotional when that came up. It was very kind of powerful, and yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
creating this and sharing with us.
Thank you for your part. Yeah. Somehow Subra, it just weaves in mixing tips for me, and he has no idea how helpful that is.
My pleasure to support.
Thank you. Ah, I'd like to say la on what you just said. It resonated me. What was that resonated him? What was that, or what is that? What resonates us when we hear something and we feel joyful or we feel a little emotional? Truth. Does someone on Zoom say something?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is Audrey up here
Yeah.
in Reno.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thanks.
Okay, I just thought I feel my heart resonating
Yes.
with this gathering.
Mm.
At first, my mind wanted to go and maybe kind of go and get some things done, but it just pulls you in because of your pure intentions, I feel, Colleen, and the friends, the hearts resonating. I appreciate the humble questioning suggestion that you shared. That's been a learning, and how we all are in this learning mode of awakening. Oh, look, I brought my cup. Wake up and be awesome. It just had to have it this morning. But the question that I feel, and I know, I just trust that we all do, this question of how we can gather, how this is where we have to trust in the creative forces that are awakening the hearts of humanity, that we're feeling here, and that we feel hurting and painful because all of humanity is in such turmoil, like in travail, giving birth perhaps to something newer and greater, a new shift. So thinking of it collectively, just wanted to offer that question because I know we must all feel that too. Anyway, that's
Thank you.
I thought.
Yeah. The one awakening is kind of a mystery that lives, and each of us is one awakening in the one awakening that is happening. And we can be in highest service to this love, to this truth, to all the aspects of the I Am, as we are willing to awaken more, And sometimes for me, the awakened moments are so fleeting sometimes. I mean, maybe it's like a second, where I feel that immeasurable spaciousness that is, I guess I would call it the one, but more. It enfolds our oneness in the one that is all and no thing. So my words are just flailing, and before I get on some kind of a mental tangent, thank you, each of you, for letting this mystery sit with you, with all of us. We are willing to come into this sacred time and space and just be with our beingness. Just touch base.
You know, Colleen, I think you're sitting in a room full of tuning forks. And you've struck a note, and it's resonating with all of us. So you may have come here with one voice, but now you are sitting in an orchestra.
It's funny that is exactly the metaphor that was in my mind before we started this. But I was thinking, well, I don't want to talk about like I'm the conductor, but I really want everybody to know that there are all instruments in the orchestra. So I didn't say anything, but there it is.
Rehearse this stuff or anything. So, you know.
We don't.
Anyway, I was thinking about the love at the end of that verse. And I've been with my grandson for the past 2 days, and I have to leave. But just to experience what a 4-year-old, how they express love, and at midnight last night, maybe, but you know, like I'm scared. Can you come and lay with me in bed? You know, and just the sweetness of all of that. And I kept thinking about how just who he is and how he's discovering the world opens up so much love within me.
Thank you, because that is such a beautiful expression of what we're talking about, because young children are all body. I mean, their minds, right? They talk, but they're totally like, he didn't like just cross his legs. Would you mind coming? I'm a little scared. You know, they don't talk that way, right? They're like, right. So, and Jesus talking about how let's all be little children. Come as little children. And so we come with our whole bodies, and we have, by the way that we are, we're saying we are awakening in the one. I am one awakening. We are one. We are awakening. Yes, I know. I get it. I get it. I found this quote by Lao Tzu, and I'm wondering if I could ask Brenda to read it as a.
If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. If you want to eliminate the suffering in the world, then eliminate all that is negative in yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give is that of your own self-transformation.
And so for the awakening that we are showing up for, and the one who is awakening us, we give greatest thanks. Yes.
I just want to add on that we're going to be doing a series on how we can go inside ourselves to transform the world and to bring peace to the world. I know a lot of us are concerned about what's happening in the outside. And the first Sunday of that is December 9th. Brenda's going to be leading it. So I'm really looking forward to it, because I really would like to have some work that I can do on what's happening on the outside. So anyway, that quote is so perfect for it.
Yes. The outside is the inside job. Yeah. Yeah. Would you like to close us? Thank you.
You know, I sit here and the tears. Amazing. Thank you, Colleen, for such a gift.
Thank you.
So, if you will, breathe with me. And in this moment, in this divine presence, I give thanks for the gift of each one being present here today. The fullness and the wholeness that each one offers to the family of the divine. And so I humbly accept and receive this gift, so freely given, so freely felt. And I know that each one here today is lifted up, is blessed, is healed. And we go forth into our daily lives, and everyone we meet is lifted and blessed and healed, touched by the divine gift received today. And so I simply say thank you. All is well, all is well, all is well. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen.
Yes, thank you. Aho. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carter. Catherine, yes, thank you. Love and blessings to you. Thank you, Carter. Yes. Thank you. Well, I'm looking at the clock, and we're over time. Yeah, so we're complete enough.
Please
We
join us
carry-
for hospitality.
Yeah. Carrying it on. Thank you.